50 caliber round.
How's it, YouTube? Posting again with another commentary for 114 for 32 game I played yesterday on Nuketown. This is the first of my 100 plus kill games that I have uploaded. There's still a few more to come, so keep an eye out for them. Now, there are a few things I'd like to go over that you may find useful, you may not. Let me know. I'm just going to talk a bit about your class setup, a little bit about kill streaks, and about a few good spots and tactics you might find useful on Nuketown, as quite a lot of my videos are on Nuketown. This is one of my SMG classes that I talked about in my last video. It is my loud class. It is the Peacekeeper with a red dot, a fast mag, and a quick draw. Now, I am not running any secondary, any tactical, or any lethal. I am actually running 5 perks. I spoke about this class in my last video, as I said before there. The perks consist of perk 1 is Flak Jacket and Lightweight, just for that speed and survivability from explosions. Perk 2 Scavenger, very essential when you're running these high kill games if you're not going to be picking up other weapons, which to be honest waste time and can get you killed quite often. Perk 3, I am running Tac Mask and Marathon, again keeping me with that swinging power when I get stunned and allowing me to race around from one side of the map to the other and chase down the person who just killed me, which you see me doing quite a bit and gets me killed quite a bit. But we will work on that, I suppose. Okay, now moving on to the kill streaks I am running. I am running the Stealth Chopper, the Escort Drone, and the Warthog. I find that running AI controlled kill streaks on particularly Nuketown or any game that you're trying to get a few kills on really helps, because you don't need to stop, sit there, control your VTOL, control your Lodestar. You can pop them up, just kill people who are trying to shoot them down, keep running and gunning, and just rack up even more kills. But then again, VTOLs, Lodestars, you can get a quite decent spawn trap and can farm quite a few kills if you get them working properly. It really depends on how you're going to be playing and how aggressive you're going to be. Going to move on now to a couple of spots and tricks on Nuketown that I find work really well for me. I like to rush the center of the map a bit, because with this class I've got a lot of speed, a lot of turning power. Usually gives me a bit of a jump on people. I find I can bring my gun up quicker, I can aim quicker, and can flank them, strafe around them, things like that. It just helps picking up those few kills that push you up towards your kill streaks. What else? This side of the map over here, I find I hang out a bit too much over there. That car is a favourite spot of mine. Decent cover, lets you get a bit of a spawn trap going on, hose down a few people that come through the middle, and then it's usually time to move on by then. This side of the map, the left hand side, I try and avoid this side. There's not a whole lot of cover. You usually find a couple of people over there with LMGs or snipers, things like that. You're just going to be pinned down for too long, respawning for too long from those deaths. Through the middle here is quite a bit of a minefield, as you're constantly checking side to side, where if you have the speed and mobility and you're a quick enough aimer, you can hold that middle section by yourself rather well and pick up a few kills in the process. Finally, these spawn traps that are so common on Nuketown. I find myself and a few mates doing them quite often, which I'm not proud of, but they work and it's how this game happened. So, spawn trapping, a lot of people I see decide to push rather hard into that spawn, especially in domination, going for the triple cap. It's just not on, guys. You're going to mess up that spawn trap, you're going to anger everyone, and you're going to have a bad time. So, if you ever notice that your team has got quite a good spawn trap going on, try to avoid that race into the spawn. You're just going to move the spawn locations, get your team flanked, and most likely wipe, possibly lose the game. Something to keep an eye on, guys. So, I believe we're at the end of the first round here. I think my kills are up around 30 something, which is not that flash. But there is still another round or two to go. So, this next round I'm going to talk a little bit about enemies, enemy behaviour, stuff like that I've noticed. I've noticed quite a bit that no one is very aware when they're coming out of those buildings. They're usually in too much of a rush, running out. Guns pointing at the ground. It is a perfect time to whip that SMG out with your fast strafing power and pick up a few more kills. You'll usually find that straight away on this bomb site, a nice C4, maybe just strafing around the corner with that sight up, is going to yield you 2 or 3 kills. From there, I find myself hanging out around A quite often, ducking between either side of the bus, picking up the kills of those coming trying to plant. In the case that they do plant, I usually find myself more covering the diffuser rather than actually defusing the bomb myself, just because I do not have the confidence in my team to cover me while I'm defusing that bomb. Too many times they'll jump down and try and be action heroes and defuse the bomb as well, and it'll take them a good 10 seconds to realise that someone already is. Which is just not on in my books. Again, that car, great spot. Here we go, I think I've picked up my first stealth chopper and a merciless. Don't think I get much higher kill streak than this, which is disappointing. A Warthog would have really helped that kill count. But oh, there's an escort, that'll help. And I believe there's death, yep, there it is. So I have put up both of my helicopters at the same time. This is just going to push them back a bit, hopefully, and allow me to get a bit further forward, a bit closer to the spawn, get me into a position I'm comfortable with, and hopefully start building on my next kill streak. Stupid tack inserts. The escort drone cleaning up there as they do. So yeah, this spot here allows me to cover almost the entire map. I can see people going either side, I can completely cover this left side, and I can shout out anyone I see on my right, getting my clanmates or other teammates to pick them up as they come through. This garage can be a bit of a hazard, as there's usually someone tack inserting in there, maybe a sniper hard scoping, just waiting for you to strafe around there to blow your head off. And if that happens, you're not going to have a good time. Oh, there's 2. And again here with the spawn trap, that is probably as far as you want to go. If you're going to push any further than that, you're going to start dicing those spawns up. They're going to start spawning in the middle, further towards your building, and it is just not going to end well for you or your team. The spawn trap method works a lot better in domination than games like Hardpoint, Headquarters, or Demolition. Demolition is probably the second best, but the spawn trap in domination is by far the easiest to achieve and can yield the most kills if done properly, whereas Hardpoint and Headquarters, they tend to spawn anywhere where they like. It really has nothing to do with what side of the objective's on. Going to talk a bit about my run and gun style now. You find that in a lot of my gameplays you see me pulling that side up even when I don't need to. It's just a very good habit to get into if you're running a fast class like this. You're going to come around that corner, find someone who's still sprinting, and you're just going to have that extra second on top of them. With the lightweight and marathon, you're not going to lose a whole lot of time with your movement, So it is something to consider when you're running an SMG class with this type of speed and swing power. Moving on to a suppressor, I have played around quite a bit with suppressors on my SMGs. In the other Call of Duties I never ran an SMG without a suppressor, but I've recently found that I'm not sure if it's just people are stupider in Black Ops 2 and don't like to check their minimaps, or they don't know how to, or what it is, but I find a suppressor is a bit less necessary on these smaller maps like Nuketown, whereas they're going to see you no matter where you are. Those skulls that pop up are dead giveaway. Dead giveaway. Anyway. Oops, stupid attack inserter spawned on that. I really find that, yeah, you're not going to need that suppressor. You're not going to be doing too much flanking. You're not going to need that much stealth. You're just going to need that bit of extra range that no suppressor leaves you with. The information you might find useful. I only learned this recently, believe it or not. You've probably all known for a while, but you can actually shoot through the bottom of that bomb site with a high caliber weapon such as a sniper or a KSG. I have had quite a few deaths from snipers shooting through the bottom of the bomb site recently, and not too sure if that KSG would work through there, but something you might want to try. Get back to me and let me know. Here we go, round 3. This is the tricky round. This is where you see the quality of your team, because one person can really change the tide here. As I said before, getting that plant in and you're gone. If your team does get that plant in and you're not running anything too specky, and just get over there with the rest of them and just help on that bomb site. If you're pretty confident with your team like I was in this game, I was playing with a few clan mates who I have the utmost confidence in, or you're pretty much guaranteed to get the game if they're covering that well enough. Where on the other hand, if you're covering that bomb, don't think, oh, we've got this, let's charge out, pick up quite a few more kills, and I'll look like a big shot, because you're going to get defused, you're going to get planted, and it's going to be game over. And you're most likely going to get laughed at. It has happened, it will happen again, I promise. This is where we see the spawn trap coming into full effect, although I don't read it too well. I believe I die again. Picking up a few more. C4 saved me. Getting close to the end of the game here. This is where you really see the spinning, dragging power of that SMG coming into play. Coming over for a defuse. No, I'm not. There's someone around. There he is. There's another. Shit, I died. So, as you can see, they've got that plant. They didn't sit there long enough. You may call it camping, you may call it defending, whatever you like, but at the end of the day, they lost that plant. We get another one on top of them and end up winning the round. As you can see, coming back to my favourite spot, they seem to be rushing that way a bit. Come over, pick up a bit of cover in the middle for my team, and back into the spawn. Yes, nope, dead. This Peacekeeper is a bit of a underrated gun at the moment. The recoil's minimal, you get that red dot on, it bounces around a little bit, but you can keep it under control, and the power that it offers, just there's no comparison in the SMGs. It's still packing quite a punch, allowing you to drop in 3 or 4 shots. Now this part here is just demonstrating that spinning and turning power that the SMG leaves you with. Especially running that lightweight marathon, one side to the other, covering the bomb site, picking up the defenders as they're trying to stay on top of it. Allows you to just move around, pick up those kills even when you fail like that, come back through again, and yeah, this is the speed that it can offer. So that's about it for me, guys. There is my final score. Let me know what you think, and please give us a like, a subscription, and a comment if you feel up to it. Bye, guys.